Good morning, Eagle Nation. It's Wednesday. It is the 49th day of school. It's the 20th of October. Wherever you may be, please stop, please stand. Let us rise together for this morning's Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Announcements for today. First of all, I want to say thank you to Bastian for that song dedication. That was Legend on Horseback by Tanger Calvary, and he wants to dedicate that song to everyone, he says. Thank you, Bastian, for that song dedication, and once again, a song I'd never heard before, so I appreciate it and want to ask students and teachers, keep them coming. The buttons below this morning announcement, there's a button that says dedicate a song. Dedicate a song. Lift somebody up. We have, on this Wednesday, a lot of things going on. Results from our pool testing have come back in, and there are a couple of different pools that did return positive results. What that means then is that within a given pool, at least one individual has tested positive. When that happens, all of those individuals who are in the pool are taken out, and all of them are tested as individuals. The goal of testing everybody individually is then to determine who is in fact COVID positive, so that that person can get the medical attention and care that they need. They can quarantine so that they are safe, and they can keep others safe. So pool testing does work, and it works best the more people who participate. It's most effective also when numbers are kept very low. So be on the lookout. There will be an update going out to families later today once we have the results of all those individual tests. I implore you, students, please continue to wear your masks, keep your distance, stay in your cohorts. Teachers, I ask you to be sure you have assigned seating, have a seating chart that's readily accessible for purposes of contact tracing, and also in case there's a substitute. And in addition to that, if you have activities whereby you need students to interact, see if you can restructure the activity to either do it out of doors or do it with an increased distance. The definition of a primary exposure is a person who is at 3 feet or fewer for 15 or more cumulative minutes in the course of a school day. Really, it's in a 24-hour period, but for our purposes, the course of a school day is sufficient. Students, though, when we contact trace, it's also important that you think through your school day and be cognizant of, and that means aware of, whether or not you may have been at less than 3 feet with another student for 15 or more minutes. And I'm telling you and asking you, please don't do that. I even noticed at recess a few students yesterday with arms around each other and just being friends. Under normal circumstances, that may be acceptable. Under these circumstances, I implore you, please don't. Please continue to keep your distance, because when there is a case, by keeping your distance, we can minimize the number of students who are ill, who are quarantined, and potentially those that may even need medical attention at a hospital. Hospitals who right now are extremely overburdened. So please keep yourself out of the hospital, out of quarantine, and healthy as can be. Do your part. Let's all do our parts. All right, with that, let's simply get to some words of wisdom so you can get to the business of teaching and learning. Our word of the week is honor, honorable, and honesty, as they all are related. But our focus today is actually on the golden rule. So tune in. Here's an important question. How do you like to be treated? Do you like to be treated with kindness? Do you like it when someone smiles at you or gives you a big hug, even if it's an air hug, or listens carefully to what you have to say? Sometimes that alone can be a huge thing, right? Most of you would give a big yes to all of these things. So ask yourself this question, though. How do I treat others? Do I treat others with kindness? Do I treat others with respect? Am I generous with my smiles? Do I listen to others when they speak? former President John F. Kennedy once said, "Every American ought to have the right to be treated as he would wish to be treated." So today, remember the golden rule and treat others only as you would want to be treated. In this moment of reflection, I'm going to recommit myself to making sure that when you're talking with me as students or as teachers, I put my cell phone down and ignore that buzz or that ring and whatever it is until a natural pause or until I've heard everything it is that you have to say. So I can do a better job with this too, and I will commit myself to do so. With something to think about, this is Mr. Lodato. Mask up, keep your distance, 3 or more feet, stay in your cohort, and make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.